9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
What up, y'all? I was literally about to say Monday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Welcome to WWT Live. My name is TK Trinidad. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Now, just so y'all know, our super chats are open, so go ahead if you want to find out what Sed did for his birthday weekend, and then also what Courtney did for her birthday weekend. Go ahead and do those super chats. And then also NordVPN, definitely sign up for NordVPN in order to see all that stuff, because nobody's trying to pay for these extra subscriptions, so definitely do that. Also, happy Canada Day. If you know, you know. And I'm not alone. The PR princess is in the building. How are you doing?
What's up? What a weekend it's been. What a weekend. But I'm happy to be back on Wednesday because, of course, lots of stuff happening in the wrestling world. But also we do have Dynamite tonight. The fallout from Forbidden Door. And we're just on the road to Wembley Stadium. Crazy.
And we also have the sweetest Uth in the building as well. Miss Honey, how are you doing?
Buzz, beautiful busy bees. It is ladies' night. The feeling's right. It's hot as hell. And I am hungover and tired. So much wrestling. My God. Mm-hmm. It's just been nuts.
I thought you were like, I was like, why are you drinking on a Tuesday?
Definitely over the weekend, but not on Tuesday. It doesn't go up on a Tuesday. But no. But nonetheless, just hot and just wrestling hangover city over here, man. It's just been the hours of consumption have been real. So I'm excited to get into it. Happy belated, Courtney had said.
Thank you.
Yes, happy belated for sure. Yeah, it was funny because we finished what was it? Great American Bash on Sunday, and then me and Christine are supposed to do WoW and AAA, and I was like, I have literally 4 hours to get everything that I was supposed to get done on the weekend. I can't do it. So for you guys who are looking forward to it, we'll bring it back this weekend. But yeah, this weekend was crazy. And shout out to Jeffrey and our producer from the future in the chat for our producer for the future. Before he starts asking Courtney, go ahead and give him the rundown for AEW tonight.
Well, friendly reminder, because we do have a little bit of programming change. AEW Collision will be on tomorrow night on TNT. So please make sure to set your DVRs and everything else. I know TNA is on there too, but please set a friendly reminder for AEW Collision. It will be on tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on TNT, not TBS, TNT. So just a quick plug on there. But as you mentioned, Dynamite is happening. We are really much continuing the fallout from Forbidden Door and really getting prepared for the road to Wembley Stadium. We did find out this is going to kick off tonight's show. We have Mark Briscoe finally getting his opportunity against MJF for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, of course, after that entertaining yet commotion of a steel cage match, Mark Briscoe finally gets his opportunity against MJF, and it will kick off the show for tonight's Dynamite. And we just found out this was added a few minutes ago on AEW socials. Kevin Knight will be facing off against Lio Rush, who is the reigning Ring of Honor TV champion. We did see Lio Rush somewhat being around the conglomeration for the last couple weeks. So after helping them, Kevin Knight is going to put his title on the line against Lio Rush. I'm very excited. He's getting a lot of TV time within the last couple months and super excited to see him on Dynamite. And obviously, of course, this has been talked about for the last couple weeks, but we are finally here. Survival of the fittest for the TBS Championship. We are finally here. All 6 qualifiers are here, not just from AEW. You have CMLL and STARDOM representing, and all this and more is happening at the top of the hour with yours truly on the call, but also tonight on TBS while simulcast on Max. And is there a match or a segment in particular that you guys are interested in Dynamite tonight?
Ooh,
Let's
that
go,
TBS
ladies.
champions and that real Leo Rush. I love when a wrestler takes on a new gimmick and fully embraces it. I equate it to, really great actors that they had such an iconic role and they flipped it on the script, because you have some actors who they have such a great role that you can't see them other than, I don't know, whoever. I don't want to disrespect any I'm thinking of one, but I ain't gonna put it out there. But then you have some actors so good that they could flip the script and do something completely, like Chelsea Green is like that. And I think Leo Rush, he's on that, where he flipped the script completely, and he's from when he started to now totally different. So I want to see how that's going to pan out.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the same two matches are what I'm looking forward to. What I really love, just to piggyback off of what TK was saying about Leo Rush, what I'm really enjoying about Leo Rush is that it comes off like what she was saying, like as far as it's like method acting. It's kind of like he has fully embraced and embodied whatever the extent of this persona and gimmick is, to the point where it completely blurs the lines, where you can't tell where Leo Rush is, or where, how he is on a regular, kicking his feet up at home. You know what I mean? Like it's a complete work through and through, and he's executing it flawlessly, and he should keep sticking with it. But I'm also looking forward to the ladies match. Let's go, Queen Aminata.
I'm definitely looking forward to the ladies match. I'm very happy to see a lot of them. As I mentioned, we have presence from Stardom. We got presence from CMLL. Obviously, of course, our ladies in AEW. I'm very happy to see Shida back in the mix, because she's been, I wanted a blood feud between her and Statlander, but I guess we're not going to get that. But I'm happy she is part of it. Also with Leo Rush as well. If you have not been following Ring of Honor within the last month, because I know he put that in for Dynamite because he got matches with Brody King and Pac on Dynamite, but Ring of Honor, I have been watching it on socials, and he's really embracing that character. The minute he won the Ring of Honor TV title, everybody was going crazy. And I remember when I was at Dynamite in Philly, everybody was going for Leo Rush, and everybody thought he was going to win that Fatal 4-Way Superstar Showcase, which I wouldn't be mad at it, because I would have been happy for it. But it's just nice. And he's kind of somewhat interacting with the conglomeration as of late, because we did see him with Orange Cassidy versus Andrade, and Andrade looked a little bit off and even scared my guy Orange Cassidy just a little bit. But I think he's somewhat kind of surrounding himself with the conglomeration in a way, but I'm in for it. And I do love it when people bet on themselves and develop a character that they believe in. And plus, he's been able to do stuff on socials. If you follow his social for the last couple of weeks, he has been able to do that. So I'm very, very happy. He really is embracing that, and happy he's getting more TV time on the main flagship show, not Collision, the main flagship show of Dynamite.
He's in high demand.
Jeffrey says he scares me.
He does. He said this. Jeffrey said this on my watch on the last couple of weeks. He says he scares me.
He sees. He knows.
It's crazy. Well, great news. Friend of the show, Thunder Rosa. Big things are happening to her today for her on July 1st. So what's going down, Courtney?
So she actually posted this right before we came on. She said, today, July 1st, is officially Thunder Rosa Day in San Diego. The mayor of San Diego, Todd Gloria, really put this honor on her. She did thank the mayor, the city of San Diego, City Hall, and everyone who made this possible. And she carries the honor with pride as she's representing her people of both sides of the border. La Mera is doing amazing things, and I'm very, very proud of Thunder Rosa doing amazing things, not just in the ring, but also outside the ring. And this is a huge, huge honor, because she's been, and TK will probably tell you this, because she says many times about Thunder Rosa, she's been doing this for quite some time, and very happy to see her representing the Latina community and just being one of the people to pave the way for them. So I am super happy to see La Mera thriving. We just need her to get the AEW women's title, a title she did not lose. We just need her to get back that.
If you guys are not familiar with her journey, like to wrestling and all the things, definitely look into that. Her journey is incredible. you know, to where she started to where she is now, and all the things that she's been fighting for, etc. You know, even Mission Pro Wrestling, when that was there, and a really interesting conversation with her about that at WrestleMania. Just it's such a just she's been doing so many amazing things. I can't wait. This is just the beginning. So I know she got a lot of ideas. So yeah, definitely congratulations to her. My dog's like literally.
Honey, did you want to add anything?
Oh, well, sure. I'll add
I was waiting for you to say something.
Oh no, I didn't know. I didn't want to like jump on anything, but I think what stood out to me with this is that it's recognition for something much bigger than inside the ring. We know that she has definitely cultivated opportunities for women and been very thorough and very vocal about it. Like TK said with Mission Pro Wrestling, those are the kinds of things that contributions that create a lasting legacy for her. And like, that's probably why this recognition feels a lot more meaningful to her, because it's not just celebrating her as a performer. This is literally a person with a positive influence on her community. So, and they're recognizing her for that. So that's a big deal. And that's pretty amazing to me. So congratulations, Thunder Rosa.
For sure. So many more amazing women things for women's wrestling that are happening, as well as the Knockouts television title tournament. So that's been revealed. The question is, actually, we'll get into it. Break it down for us, Courtney, and then I have a follow-up question with that.
Follow-up. So, if you did not watch TNA Slammiversary over the weekend, Tracy Brooks made the announcement that there was going to be a Knockouts TV champion. And yesterday, TNA posted on their socials, where, as you can see in the bracket, most of the TNA knockouts we see here, but you'll see a little bit of surprises in there. We do see Thea Hale and Wendy Chu in the mix, along with some people you know in the independent scene. Gabby Forza and Vicious Vicky will be a part of the tournament. We did find out tomorrow Vicious Vicky will be facing off against Indy Hartwell tomorrow on TNA Impact. So this is a bracket. Very crazy, but it was very interesting, making waves. But I'm really happy to see a lot more ladies. I'm just surprised it took them this long to do a Knockouts TV belt, because I know they have the tag team titles and the Knockouts Women's World Championship match. But I'm always happy to see ladies get more opportunities, especially on mainstream TV.
Honey, any thoughts?
I mean, honestly, if you think about it, TNA has kind of always been ahead of, if you think about it, and if you've been watching long enough, you'd see that and notice that TNA was kind of always ahead of the curve with pushing women's wrestling, you know, from the days of Awesome Kong and Gail Kim, etc. Even, you know, with Chelsea Green and her runs, like everybody, you know what I mean? They've always provided great opportunities for women, and it's helped them grow, because look at them today. They're thriving in many different fields, many different forms, many different ventures, many different ways. So introducing a championship like the Knockouts television title for the women is just, it's not just another belt, it's another platform just to create more moments for the women. And it continues to show why they really care about women's wrestling.
Any thoughts from the two of you guys who you think is going to be the inaugural Knockouts TV champion?
Well, there's a lot of good names in here.
I like how both of you are like,
There's so many good names, but that's crazy. There's so many good names in here. And a lot. And what's funny is that a lot of them I know through previous names that they've had. You know, they've all had, a lot of them have had different personas and whatnot. But oh
my god,
I don't know why Jada Stone is standing out there to me though. That name, like, she's just her.
Jeffrey in the chat said Mara Sade is his pick. He literally said it in the chat.
I know that's Dylan's pick too, so we'll. I was gonna do that, but I was gonna do that, but I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon. Mara, Jada Stone stand out to me. Thea Hale stands out to me for some reason as well. Rosemary could be the legend and take it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of
Tasha Steele is a good one too.
Yes.
somebody I would not sleep on. Tasha Steelz. Her or Alyssa Edwards, I would not sleep on just for a bit. And I really want Indy Hartwell to be Knockouts champion. I really want her to be Knockouts champion.
I would love that
before
Indy
she gets
so much.
TV champs. It's very hard because there's
I'm going.
Yeah, Indy would be a good one too.
I think I'm gonna go with my first gut, and I'm gonna do Jada Stone and Mara Sade. Those are the first two names I said. That's what I'm sticking with. One of those two.
I'm actually gonna go with Tasha Steelz only because Metaphor has been very hot lately the last couple weeks. And with the fact Mustafa Ali is the reigning TNA International Championship, I can see baby Order 4 taking some of the gold. So I'm
and she just got re-signed too.
There,
that's big.
Yeah, that's kind of because
Mara and Tasha. Oh wait, Mara and Tasha are fighting first. They're competing. Oh wow,
yeah,
it's got to be one of them. Sheesh, that match is gonna slap.
Yeah,
that match is gonna be good.
Eric saying Tasha. Yeah, I think because now I don't know. TNA is as much as WWE, meaning kind of serving to like mainstream media type things. But I think too they want names that are recognized within the TNA brand. I think, and if that's the case, then I'm thinking Tasha Steelz.
Yeah,
but also
that would make sense.
Like I know Allie just came back, but Rosemary would be a great one too. But she's kind of considered a vet, so it's kind of almost like the Natalia type thing where like she's there, she's helping out, but you know she's not necessarily given the title picture. So that might. But Tasha, something about Tasha.
Or it could be none of these names even. It could be any one of these women, honestly.
Right.
All of these women have a claim to
it.
Yeah,
but Mara Sade. So the thing with her is, how she made a complete. I don't want to say a complete transformation, but from WWE to TNA, what she's doing in TNA, that could be something as well. Elena Black has been getting a real big push too. So I would say. I think we all said it. Indy Hartwell, Elena Black, Mara Sade, and Tasha Steelz. Those are kind of the four that I have
that stick out, right?
In that picture. Yeah.
I don't know. I love it.
Oh, Wendy Chu. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Wendy.
Don't sleep on Wendy Chu. Sleep.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
My corny joke of the day. Sorry.
Do we need to do a TNA watch along to go through this? I feel like we might have
just for the women's match.
I think we may
all
have
the girls
to,
be here for the women's match though.
I may have to. I was thinking about that because I was like, I think I may have to do. We can do a watch along tomorrow because with this.
I might not be able to do that. I got.
You got kayfabe tomorrow, so that's understandable. I mean, I can hop on. I can hop on to do the watch out for TNA tomorrow because it does look good.
Yeah, you might have to do that because this is.
And there's a lot of news surrounding them. I mean, we have.
Oh boy! Next news. Oh boy!
Timing. Yes. All right. Well, that's good. Yes. Let's talk about it, Eric. Yeah, man. These people getting let go is almost reminiscent of WWE when they have their rollouts of folks. But Eric Young has been let go from TNA. So what's the news? What's the breakdown?
So Fightful broke the news actually because TNA issued a press release announcing the release of Eric Young, and it's very crazy because I know Honey and I weren't here the last couple of weeks because it's like Steve Macklin, Myla Grace, Tessa Blanchard, all gone from TNA.
Dreamer,
Sami Callihan, and now this. And then it's kind of crazy because next Tuesday is Dark Side of the Ring. And guess who's going to be featured first? TNA will be the first story for Dark Side of the Ring next week. So it's interesting with timing on this because I plan to do a case study on this, but since this came out, it's like, well, I kind of have to make a further deep dive on this since it's been so much change within TNA, not just externally, but internally. And if you don't know who Eric Young is, he's been from TNA since day one, from the Team Canada days with Scott D'Amore He did solo work. And it's really crazy because he had a match at Slammiversary this past weekend.
Honey, thoughts as far as seeing if you click on that the link that you posted in the rundown, Courtney, the guy, there's somebody, Tim, he that scene with Fresh Prince and the house is empty.
Yes,
that's what the GIF he posted underneath, and that is,
oh my god.
This is what it, that's what it, and I again, I almost feel like, and I've said this plenty of times on the show before, I just want to be a fly in the wall. I won't tell anybody what's going on. I intrinsically want to know, because there's a business. This is not an emotions thing. It's rare that a wrestler gets let go because they piss somebody off. It's very, there, that happens, but it's very rare. This is very much a business thing that we probably will never find out about. So I would just love to be a fly in the wall as far as how this is happening, and why, and all the things. We will never, well, we might, but
we might.
that somebody internal will have to talk about that. And it's no different than when they fire a bunch of people from wherever. iHeartRadio just did a bunch of layoffs. Like, you're not going to find the real reason. You'll have some things, but you're not going to find the real reason. So, but I would love to know, because this is definitely a business thing. This is not a.
I think it also goes to show how continuously unpredictable the wrestling industry is, right? Like, we've seen this man literally reinvent himself several times throughout his career, and he's been somebody that you would think would they would maybe give an extension to as a legend in maybe like a legendary role or something like that, but they're completely letting him go. So they're cutting back on money for something. So that's all I could think of.
There's there's a lot of angles when you look at this, because I think, TK, you might have been here for this. I don't think you were, but I think we were talking about the identity crisis ever since it was on AMC, not just externally, but internally, because I would like to be a fly on the wall, just curious on like your production meeting, your strategic planning on who's your demographic audience, especially right before coming to AMC. Do you even interact with their either comms or whatever, or their stakeholders? I don't know what it is internally on the side. And also, and it's funny you brought up iHeart with layoffs, because NBA just did some layoffs today from the sports journalism. So NBA is in a mass layoff as well. But I think it's entertainment. Yep.
It's part entertainment. It's part where we are in the world right now. So, but I don't know. There's a whole. I've been going to YouTube University for on and off for a couple weeks. There's a whole theory behind that, and I really hope that's not the theory. But we'll see. We'll see if there's a bigger picture, which I think there is, beyond wrestling of it. I would love to do. And I'm sure there might be a podcast on it. If there isn't, and I see this podcast pop up, I'm going to say something. But I would love to do the business behind wrestling, because there's a whole bunch of things that happen that it's crazy. Even the indie part of it, and how indie shows get made and make money and all these things that the average person doesn't even consider. So just taking on a bigger scale with the AEWs and WWEs of it all, and why certain decisions are made. Like, I would love to do a deep dive on that, because it's just unfortunately, it's not just wrestling. It's just the same thing with TV shows. Unfortunately, your favorite TV show is just not about the TV show. There's so many other sub lines and all these other things that are involved that if you have the luxury of just saying, oh yeah, I just want to watch a TV show, that's great. But all the other subplots and payouts and all these other stuff is involved. It's fascinating. But we'll see. Hopefully we get an answer. TNA called me. I won't say anything. You can make me sign an NDA. I just want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know what's going
on.
A
lot of chess pieces moving in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just in the world in general.
Yeah. Yes.
Like Jeffrey even said, like the timeline is changing. LeBron is gone from the Lakers. Shit's never gonna be the same. We're going through different timelines now. Sami Zayn is champion. We don't got Cody on the belt with the belt no more. So it's like,
we don't.
What are we gonna do now?
I don't even know. And then I find out.
I've been meeting Jeffrey. I know when to keep my mouth shut. In my mind, though, I have like 25 questions. Like I was like, they said what?
Yeah,
25 questions and a couple analogies ready to go.
Yeah, I don't say nothing. I just be listening. So, you did say it, Courtney, but just another friendly reminder: if you didn't hear from us at the top of the show, AEW Collision, it will be on for tomorrow night. So, what sparked that?
4th of July weekend. That's all it is. It's 4th of July this weekend.
They're just
give everybody off. Just give everybody the weekend off. Give them extra days off.
But then make them work on Canada Day. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I mean,
no respect.
So wait, today is officially Canada Day.
Yeah, today's
right?
I'm actually going to a whole Canada event today for Canadians abroad. Shout out to them, but there's gonna be like politicians and it's a whole thing that's happening.
Yay!
Hilarious.
But it's for you guys who don't know. Yeah, Canada Day is essentially like the 4th. We have fireworks and all the things. It's the same. It's the same, but not the same. Obviously, different country. But yeah, like, come on, fake TK. Why are you making?
If I was ever to go to a Canada Day event, and this is totally off topic, I would dress up like Robin Sparkles from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh my god.
I'm obsessed with Robin Sparkles.
I remember watching that show. I can't remember.
Robin's character was Canadian. Yeah.
Her character was Canadian. I didn't know if the actor was, and obviously it doesn't matter. You don't have to be Canadian to play Canadian, but yes. Yeah, I had some crazy Canadian Day in the US stories that I can't tell, but it's LA.
She can't tell you. She can't tell y'all, but she can tell us.
Yeah, LA is a strange place. But let's we did the preview for you, Dylan. So let's hop into Stardom. They launched 2 new YouTube channels, including English language page. Which ROH? What are we doing? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go on my monologue. I already had my monologue 2 weeks ago, but tell us about this.
We just went through this with Ring of Honor. Apparently, Stardom is launching 2 new YouTube channels on Wednesday, providing more free content for fans. A new Stardom Global channel was introduced this week. And also shout out to Post Wrestling because they announced the story. A channel focused on English language coverage of the promotion. They're planning to produce a new video on the channel each Monday. And also the channel currently has footage of a 2025 5-star Grand Prix showdown between Rena and ACM with English commentary from Walker Stewart. If you don't know who Walker Stewart is, he does commentary for New Japan, and he also did it for Forbidden Door over the weekend. So along with the 2 new channels, Stardom will continue to operate its main page where post-match and comments and free pre-show matchup are often shown. First off, I'm excited because I want to learn more about Stardom. So I'm happy it's finally in the US. I may have to do a special section on Stardom on WWT because it's fascinating. Since I've learned from their partnership with AEW and also the recent partnership with MLW, it has been very fascinating. And also when I was at MLW, 2 of their stars at Stardom, they had meet and greets and their lines were long. And when I mean long, it was literally like almost close to being out the door because so many people knew who the ladies were, and seeing them make an impact little by little by little, it's very nice to see. And I'm happy Stardom is finally getting some opportunity. Of course, some of the women's wrestlers we loved competed in Stardom in the past, but just having that in a global scale, that's really exciting to see. And it makes my heart happy to see that they are getting a lot of love and attention.
Yeah. This also helps fans become familiar with wrestlers with Stardom superstars before they even sign with promotions they are familiar with. Honestly, one of the biggest barriers for fans, including myself, who want to follow Stardom has always been access to it. And launching this is going to broaden that. So that pretty much helps all of us. And the more accessible that becomes, the more we get to learn about Joshi wrestling, because I've seen it. I see clips of it online all the time. I follow content creators who cover it religiously. And there's a lot of really cool backstory and storytelling behind Stardom, and especially with Tekla running amok, there's going to be a lot more interest in that. So maybe there could be a collaboration of some sort, but eventually all of us win, because global exposure creates opportunities for everybody.
Very, very true. Yeah, I'm definitely, it's so crazy. And I think back to, when we started in 2017 and the access to, in particular, like women's wrestling and women's wrestlers, and where social media is now, and etc. Like, it's just, it's such a, it's so accessible. That like I'm really happy, because at one point when we first started, I thought I was going to run out of women's. We used to do, for you guys who are not familiar, we used to do a live interview with women wrestlers every single week. We did that for about a year and a half before we slowed down, and it was just kind of like I was getting fearful, like, oh, we're going to run out of wrestlers. And now it's like I'm always discovering new wrestlers. The fact we have Stardom, like, it's just so many great things that are happening. So I'm definitely excited about that. Something that I don't know how I feel about this. Mick Foley, so he thanks WWE, and we all know why he decided to leave. But he thanks WWE as his Legends deal has ended. Tell us a little bit about this, Courtney.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory, but he did post this on the socials today, thanking the fans because his Legends contract is expired, and appreciate all the love and support. But yeah, it's pretty much self-explanatory. But we're happy. We always love Mick Foley. We always love whenever he goes in, because we know outside of the ring, he's one of the nicest and sweetest guys in the wrestling business. Also, he did celebrate an anniversary on Sunday, because I believe 28 years ago was him and Undertaker's Hell in the Cell match, where it pretty much started it all for the hardcore legend.
Did you say 28?
Yeah, I think it was 28 years ago on Sunday.
Oh my God.
Crazy. Hey, Boilermaker, thanks for joining.
I think everybody remembers where they were when that match happened, right? I remember where I was, who I was with, watching it. Like, what a time. What a sacrifice. Like, what a sick but cinematic, dramatic, all of the feels kind of match, and Mick Foley was that guy. I mean, one thing that you knew about Mick Foley was that he always just wanted to give the fans what they wanted, and that was chaos and craziness, and he was for the peeps. But I think a lot of people, I think we've also, including myself, I do get lost in it, where fans often assume that the end of one journey is because of tension and bad blood, and it's not going to lead to anything other opportunities. But Mick Foley, I think the way he did it, he expressed himself, said how he felt. WWE felt differently, and he was like, I'm not with this. And that's understandable. And honestly, that's a class act way to go about it. Because all you hear about a lot of times is these people go right to social media, Twitter fingers, and start talking shit about the company that fired them and all of this stuff. But he expresses gratitude. So carrying grace the way he has, I love that for him. And that's important, because you can move into a new chapter while still acknowledging everything you had before. Like, nobody's ever going to forget Mick Foley and what he's contributed in WWE. Now it's a new journey. It's a new timeline. Yeah. So,
and the fact that you can leave on your own terms versus the opposite is a good thing.
And that's rare, and still be alive to tell the good stories. You know what I mean? And still pass on the good knowledge and everything like that. Like seeing him and Undertaker react to their own match, and the way they ended it, and they shook hands, and they were both like, Mick was practically almost in tears. Like, you could tell how much that meant to Mick and how much it all means to him as a whole, how much WWE really meant to him. And it probably broke his heart to leave.
And with the fact too, even though he's not with WWE anymore, he is still talked about to this day. And even
Always.
wrestlers today are still influenced by him. People don't realize how influential he is. And that's why all these people are being petty on socials and everything else and trashing Mick Foley. We know what kind of person he is. And a lot of wrestlers still to this day are still influenced by some of the matches that he did and respect him for it. I think Darby Allin said in an interview, like one of his biggest influences was Mick Foley. Like if he wasn't doing wrestling,
there's not many signs that I see of people and, you know, like with signs, period. I mean, remember all the signs we used to see? One consistent sign I always saw was Foley is God. And I know but that's one thing I always remember seeing when it came to Mick Foley. I don't see any of y'all favorites getting called that. Just saying.
And Mr. Sacco.
And the iconic Mr. Sacco, who then Mr. Sacco is an inspiration in itself. Making room for guys like the Cobra, you know what I mean? Like there's just everything about Mick Foley is influential.
Yes,
and very much so. Let's talk about Nikki Blackhart making her debut in NXT last night. Was that? Yeah, that was Tuesday, right?
That was last night.
What
day you win, TK? What day?
I don't even know. Some days I'm in Monday. Some days I'm into the week after. It's just
some days
summer is always a weird spot.
Some days she's on a different timeline, different hemisphere.
That part.
Oh my god,
I know that's right. But yeah, man, Nikki Blackhart.
I mean, she beat up Tatum Paxley, and then she just.
I literally like Ric Flair wooed when I saw her appear. I was like, "What?" Like, yes, because I think there's been so many times where they've talked about, oh, we're anticipating this person, anticipating that person, and she's the one that I've had my eye on for a long time. And shout outs to Dion and Will because they were the ones who put me on to her. But as soon as they showed me who she was, I'm like, who is she, and why do I want to see more? You know, and I always try not to judge new talent based on solely on their debut because it's supposed to create curiosity. But I'm going to be watching. I'm fully invested now that she's here and now that she's arrived because I've been waiting for this. I feel like I've kind of strayed away. I'm not going to lie. I've kind of strayed away from viewing NXT. Like I watch highlights and stuff, but now we got something to pull me back in, and I'm excited for Nikki Blackhart. I think I reinvested.
I'm
reinvesting
doubling down
back into NXT because I did watch last night and I haven't watched in a couple weeks. You know, I've had end of the year recitals and anniversary celebrations, so there's been a lot going on. But I'm glad, and I think she's going under a different name though when she's here.
Yes. And I did find out, and Bosie, you could correct me, I think she's the first woman from Dominican Republic to be signed with WWE.
Shout outs. Latinas.
So we don't have a name yet.
I think I heard, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but Boza, you might have to check. I heard Nicole Martinez. But that sounds like a name of a girl I went to school with in elementary school. I would be fine with
it sounds like there's a Nicole Martinez in like every block in New York. That's
what I mean. So like Nikki Blackhart, I was hoping for that they could get the trademark for her, but I guess not.
Well, we shall see. Well, congratulations to her for sure. But yeah, NXT is booming.
And also with the fact too, next week, I mean, Kendall Gray is having her first title defense next week on NXT.
I'm not gonna lie, I jumped on that bandwagon too. At first, I didn't get it. I wasn't sure about what the aura around Kendall Gray was about, what it was about, but I get it now. I get it, and I like it.
So let's go into New York. Speaking of New York, the New York Mets will host a WWE night at the Fields on Friday, September 4th. Let's hear about it.
Wrong
honey,
New York team.
Yeah, I was like, honey, you can talk about this because you shared it in the chat. So
wrong New York team, honestly, in my personal opinion. But I get it. I'm just saying, I'm more the New York Yanks kind of girl, because that's where I was born in.
Both are saying honey's cranky. Oh boy.
No, but in all seriousness, this is pretty dope because it's a crossover event that I wouldn't have thought up. But as much as I am not a Met fan and I am all Yankees, anti-Mets, I will still go to Citi Field. I will still go to Citi Field for this. You best believe is WWE.
Really?
Because I'm going for WWE. I'm going for WWE, and I've been inside Citi Field once before. But yeah, but this is really cool because it shows how far mainstream wrestling is currently going. Still, it's just continuing to expand. You're introducing baseball fans to wrestling fans to baseball. I mean, if you ask me, a lot of people are pretty late to the party because we've come from the era where we're into all of that already. But hey, it is what it is. And the crossover events strengthen branding, and of course, sports and entertainment intersecting. Someone from New York, it's obviously cool seeing WWE represented somewhere iconic, but just wish it wasn't Citi Field.
I mean, you
could have picked Yankee Stadium. WWE, come on, you could afford it.
I mean, and it's funny they were at Yankee Stadium because Damian Priest did something at Yankee Stadium.
He was with
months ago.
He threw the first pitch and he was with Aaron Judge and stuff like that. Lola Vice was there and everything.
Yeah,
Lola Vice even attributed to the Yankees a Great American Bash with her navy blue pinstripes, which was pretty cool.
That's funny. Don't be shocked if you see.
Yeah, that was good.
Don't be shocked if you see Danhausen with the Mets. I'm just saying. Don't be shocked if you see Danhausen make an appearance.
See, there's something that doesn't make sense to me here because with New York, there's a thing. Okay, with New York, there's a thing. There's fans that if you like the Mets, you also like the Jets, and if you like the Yankees, you like the Giants and the Knicks. You know what I mean, and not the Nets. Like it's I think this is weird.
It's very weird in New York sports. It's interesting,
but it's fun. New York is on fire.
It's fun.
Right now.
It's fun.
Go.
It very much is. Go. I wonder if people are gonna dress up like some of the superstars. I wonder how this is like. I know they have the bobbleheads and all the things, but
they've heard the first
I know some of the
amount of fans in the building are going to get bobbleheads and some other stuff.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna dress up as somebody in particular, or
I don't know. Who should I cosplay as? That would be fun.
That would be interesting.
I feel like
who we cosplaying as, Courtney? We should cosplay as like a tag team. Let's be the New Day or something.
Oh my God, the New
Wear unicorn outfits,
unicorn bootios, pancakes.
Yeah. Something. We'll figure something. Or the Hardy Girls. Hardy Girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Bringing out Francesca.
Fishnet. Something. We'll figure it out.
The Hardys.
That's good. We talked a little bit about this. I don't know if you want to talk more. The Undertaker defeated. Actually, no, we didn't. DC defeated Jeff Hardy in the ladder match. So give us a little bit of history. That's another actually podcast that was in the works.
I think we may have to do that. So many ideas. 24 years ago, 2002, on Monday Night Raw, Jeff Hardy was in a match with The Undertaker for the WWE Undisputed Championship in a ladder match. And we know the iconic JR catchphrases and what he said in the emotional climbing up the ladder. But even though Jeff lost, he did get respect from The Undertaker, and that kind of pivoted him into a single star. Well, technically, he was a single star anyway, because people tend to forget that he won the Intercontinental Championship against Triple H back in 2001. But this moment in particular kind of catapulted him into single star, because we see him as more than just a tag team specialist. He's now being a single star and still is one of the most popular single stars to this day. So I'm very, very pleased on that. And actually, that was the year I started getting into wrestling. So this was probably one of the matches in particular that got me into wrestling. And I'm very enjoy it. I always go back. I still have Raw's 10th anniversary on tape where they did a match of the year. And they also did the best of 2002 where they added this match in. And it's just so nice reminiscing on JR and the King doing commentary. But it was just a good match overall. It was just a fun match.
The picture alone speaks 1,000 words.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Undertaker, and this is young Jeff Hardy. Not even nowhere. He was already prime as far as tag team goes, but he wasn't prime Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
and also, really quick for all you marks out there, this is the match I'm showing you to help you to understand that you don't need to win to get over. Because not everybody needs to win. Not everybody has to have the championship. Not everybody has to have it now right away. Not everybody has to have 1,300 days. This is how you do it. Okay.
Mhm.
You don't, but even if you lose, that boy, I bet you that boy still holds in high regard the fact that the Undertaker held his hand up. Screw if I lost. I just had the match of my life with one of the most pivotal, most important, most recognized and decorated superstars in the industry, who was already in a prime and past that at this point in the 2000s with a whole nother gimmick and persona. Like, that's important. And that's how you yeah, seriously, Dylan, shout out to VHS, because for real. But fans don't, for those of us who were there to watch this live, we don't remember just the latter spots. We remember the resilience that Jeff Hardy had. We remember him refusing to quit. Remember him climbing up and all of that stuff. But this moment right here is the moment that Jeff Hardy will remember, and that everybody will always remember Jeff Hardy from the moment he became a superstar. Was this moment right here, and where he had officially earned his respect for his in-ring work. So it's proof that sometimes not the most meaningful victory isn't winning the match. It's winning over the audience.
And Jeff has done it.
Yeah. I think that's overall. Like, it's not, I think at the end of the day, it's not necessarily about the titles, it's the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you win or lose, what was the story that you tell? When you look at this, you remember this, right? And you remember the story behind it versus, the wins. The wins are great, but if you look, for instance, Roman Reigns, you look at Roman Reigns, all the times they were throwing him at us, and we were like, "No, we don't want him." They kept throwing, but when things really got hot, well, I always wanted him. I agree with you. When things got hot, it was more the story that got hot. And then in addition to all the days he was champion for, it was the story first before that, because you could be a champion and it's just like, all right, well, this is great. But it's the story that you're going to remember. You're going to remember the bloodline. You're going to remember all the iterations of it. Especially when it was, the biggest thing out there versus how many days. So yeah, it's definitely, and that's, that's what makes wrestling more of the entertainment part of it versus just, because you could have how many shows and how many indie shows or even shows in there where they have like a wrestling clinic per se, but like you don't remember the story behind it, so you can't really, exactly. And everybody's different, but that's my take.
How you can tell it's a good story is because the fact that it's 24 years later and we're still talking about it. That's how you know it was a good story, because we're continuing to talk about it. And what are the odds that this is days removed from 28 years ago of a different kind of Undertaker in a Hell in the Cell creating history? That's big. That's huge. I love that.
Definitely. And also with the fact to this day, I still remember the match. I still remember JR doing commentary, getting all excited. And also the week after, Jeff won the European title. So that's okay. The week after he won it. So
man, he was already there. Not for nothing. I need a Jeff Hardy documentary, man. Honestly.
It's out. Like they did do one on Jeff.
Like a biopic then. A biopic. That's what I want.
Yeah, they did.
She wants a whole movie.
She wants a whole thing. I know.
I want the drama. I want the 3-hour Ray, movie vibe kind of. You know what I mean? I want that.
But I think you want the updated one with Jeff. I understand. You want the updated one, not the one that happened years ago.
Yeah, not the years ago. I'm talking about now Jeff, because now Jeff is not the same Jeff. So you all know.
Yeah, different iterations.
Growth. So I actually still have the book. I actually have the book him and Matt did. I still have it in my bookcase.
Wow. Can we see
it?
Is.
Oh, I was gonna say. All right. Well, that being said, that perfect timing. It's that time to get out of here. Let Courtney get ready. You guys definitely want to stay tuned. In the next hour, Courtney will be here for the watch along post show. So, with that being said, where can everybody find you, Court?
I mean, they can find me top of the hour. First time was Elite Wednesday. They can find me top of the hour because Forbidden Door has come and gone. We're on the road to Wembley Stadium. We now know who won the Owen Hart Cup men and women's tournament. Now we just have to sit back and see the road to Wembley and what that looks like. Also, I can't wait for Survival of the Fittest. Who is going to be the next TBS champion and pretty much the face of TBS television? That's going to happen. You can also follow me on my socials at CourtneyNJ11 because interviews are finally up from 80s Wrestling Con with Bronwyn Billington, with Dave LaGreca. Also, my interview with Shotzi that I did with MLW is finally up. So please, please, please take a look at it. Please make sure to follow ISPW Wrestling because there's so much shows happening. Big one in, oh my God, later this month, they're going to be coming to Wildwood. We're going to have the Hangbangers. We're going to have Ken Shamrock there. Many legends will be enjoying the Boardwalk. So please, please, please make sure to follow ISPW. Shout out to Vicious Vicky. She's going to be in action tomorrow. So I think we may do a watch on for TNA tomorrow. I mean, it calls it, but who knows for tomorrow. And also, please make sure to just check out everything. And Raw was fun. Raw was definitely fun. But get ready for SmackDown on Friday because it was an interesting episode. It was
that's right. They pre-recorded and you were there. Oh, so you know what happened. You know what I'm about to go through.
You gotta wait till Friday. I can't tell you what happened.
Oh man, I would be like, go ahead, Courtney. Tell me what happened.
I'm not the person to give spoilers, but you gotta wait till Friday.
Oh my goodness, you can give me these spoilers, all the spoilers you want.
Courtney holding it down. TK, she reads the book like this.
From the back to the front. Y'all know. Easy. and go back to see the thing is what you all people don't realize. I'll go back and watch it. Like I watched if y'all didn't watch Polygamous on Netflix, oh my God. I had to go to the end and like, all right, cool. And then I went back and I watched it. It's not like I just got the gist of it and I'm good. Y'all watch the whole thing and I'll read the whole book, but yeah, I'm okay with spoilers. All right, honey, where can everybody find you? Right, Jeff, the TK way. That's it. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but whatever.
No, you're definitely not. That's all good.
Nope. Because look at Dylan's comment a few minutes ago.
Right. Yeah. I am. You can find me in all things Wrestling with Honey on all the socials, all social platforms. I don't even know if I told you this, TK, but I got Twitter and Twitch now. So Wrestling with Honey a little bit everywhere now. Kind of expanded just a little bit. Okay. And then Thursdays at Kayfabe, there will be a Honey Night SmackDown watch along, which is back to 2 hours. No more 3 hours. We're done. Just like that. We made it, y'all. We made it. But yeah, all things Wrestling with Honey, and every now and then here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Faction on Saturdays.
And Faction on Saturdays. Also, you guys can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad. Make sure you follow WWT on all social media platforms at www.talkpod.com. And definitely keep it locked to all the articles that we're dropping as well. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.